I'm a little bit aggressive. I'm a little bit art territorial, so I'm going to take it a little bit easy on this one. You know, I'm going to kind of cool it off and take it easy. But I got a question for you. What is art? What do you think art is? I'll give you a second to answer. Wrong! Wrong, punk. I'm art. And these Spider-Verse artists think they're art. These Spider-Verse movie artists done messed up. They think they're art. And they stepped into my house, my territory, my turf. You step into my house, you step on my art toes. What do you think's gonna happen? Get off those toes, boy. I'm territorial. I can't help it. Go ask my neighbor. And now the art eagle done got unchained. And now it's for a time for a pound down in Art Town. Are these Spider-Verse artists good? We'll be the judge of that. What can we learn from these artists? I'll let you know. Here we go. Thunk. Look, if you're looking to learn from the best, we got Phil Lord, the writer on Spider-Verse. He done did a class at Project City. I sit down with a cup of coffee and watch this every single day on loop, over and over. So go check that out. It's really insightful, really good stuff. All right, learn from professionals. Don't go sitting around sitting on your thumb and just wishing for things to happen. You got to learn from the pros. All right. Let's take a look at Christy. She is one of my all-time favorite. I want you to pay attention to the art here and see what you can learn from this artist, because she taught me so much. I worked with Christy on Voltron, and she gave me the best tip of my life that I didn't understand at the time. And I'm going to spread the wealth here. What I'm about to say is completely bonkers, but it's called an ear psychology. And this is what Christy taught me when I was just a wee lad. I went into Christy's office, and I was like, I want to draw like you. Can you help me on my models? I was just starting out character designing. And she started drawing over my work. She said, your ears are extremely massive. And at first I thought she was gonna be going in and fixing the eyes or something, or fixing the nose, all these details and stuff like that. No, she went and started fixing, and the very first thing she did was figuring out the skull, right? The sphere. And figuring out the structure that lays beneath, you know what I'm saying? And then figuring out, like, if the bridge of the nose is like this, then the chin needs to be kind of parallel to that. And kind of fixing all of these structural issues, you know, that I thought it was gonna be details first, but she went into the bigger picture, and that's what most students are missing. But the very first thing she said was, your ears are massive. And my immediate response, right? My immediate response was, oh, okay, I won't do that again. I was like, okay, big ears, bad, got you. And then she looked at me. She gave me this look. She was almost like pissed off. She was like, no, you don't understand. She's like, no, big ears, that's your thing. Don't you ever not do that. Don't ever let any other artist tell you any different. You've got structure and then you got style, baby. That's what she said to me. She said, don't you let anybody ever take that away from you. Always know where you come from. You come from the dirt. You come from the mud, kid. That's what she told me. I just thought it was interesting because our first reaction as artists is like, oh, that's bad, you know? Or like, oh, I need to do it the professional way or something. And she was like, no, you need to hold on to that little dinkle that you got inside you, that little dinkle twinkle in your eye. And coming from a professional, it really solidified this idea of like the importance of that, right? You got to keep that little dinkle twinkle in your eye. And, but I gotta say, the ears are really small. That's kind of embarrassing. It's kind of like, yee. As you can see today, I still draw really big ears. I mean, look at these suckers. That's a whopper. So that's a little bit of ear psychology. No, never let anybody get inside your ear about how to do your art. That's what it means. And look at this stuff. It's like, I'm not really impressed. Not really, you know, because she's kind of stepping in the art house here and kind of stepping on my turf. But, like, I'll allow it. It's, like, looking pretty darn good. Holy smokes. Good lord. And she draws hard surface machines. She needs to get, she should be an artist. Honestly. Look at these sick poses. This is craziness, man. And check out Joaquim Dos Santos, too. I learned on-the-job training from him, and he directed on Spider-Verse. Look at this stuff. This is the kind of stuff you need to be breaking down. Look at this. Go break these suckers down, alright? Get real. Get real with it. Right, let's take a look at Amy Thompson. This artist blew my sock off. Completely blew it off. Look at the line quality in this. See, you don't even know. You're so young and you're so new to the art thing, you don't even know what you're looking at. You can't even conceive what's happening right here. Look at this. That's a hunka chunka, huh? I like that. What is this? This is straight lines, alright? Where's the curve? Go up and point out a curve. Do you see any curves? I don't. Why are you trying to draw all noodly all the time? Huh? That's your problem. You're trying to draw everything like a big old flaccid noodle. Look at all the straights in here. Okay, I see a few curves. Alright, I'm not gonna get too curve stingy here. But like, okay, straight. What's Papa got? Straight. There's a little bit of curve right there. Okay, alright, big deal. We got one curve. Let's just pinpoint where the curves are. It's some in the hair. You got this big, nice swoopy, but now it moves into a straight right there. This is what I call a lazy curve, right? That's not even a real curve. I don't even, it's not even a real curve. It's trying to be. Straight, little bit of a lazy baby curve. I want you to go through and count actually how many curves are in this character lineup. That way you're going to get a little bit smarter. And you're going to find out. You're going to mess around and find out what really happened there. We got 1, 2 curves. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. That's it. What is this? Oh, what you think that's a curve? You think this is like a big noodle curve, huh? Oh, that's what you think. Guess what? It ain't. It's 1, 2, 3 straight lines. Get real. Be real with yourself. Step outside of yourself. Get out of your own booty. It's stinky in there. You got 1, 2, 3. Ooh, look at this one. Thunk! This is a little interlude where I want to show you my art. I took a year off and worked on my own art. I made like a whole 20-minute episode that I'm going to be releasing on TikTok and Instagram, like minute by minute, where you can kind of watch the whole thing play out. So I want to keep your eyes peeled on that. I'll peel your eyes. I really hope you enjoy it. I really hope you do. And I hope you share it around with all your friends and your neighbors and your mom and your grandma. It's coming out soon, and if you want to learn from industry professionals such as moi, then you can go to Project City Story Sprint, where we got industry professionals teaching every flippin' day, son. Every day. From Spider-Verse producers to Netflix producers and designers. We got it all, baby. Go check it out. Thunk! I love the energy in this sucker. Everything is being tapered. Look at that slick taper, Papa. I like that big slick taper. Even on the mouth right here. Man, this is just hashtag epic. I like to break this down. I always like to break this work down in like these big strokes. You know what I'm talking about? These big ones. And we're going to find where they converge, right? I talk about this in a lot of my classes, is trying to find these converging points, because we all think, oh, the artist is just drawing this willy-nilly, right? No. Look at that. I'll show you that one more time, just for your sake right here. Let's see this head kind of... Oh, I'm drawing a curve. That's a big no-no. Boom, that sucker's going up there. That's the forehead. You ever heard of a forehead? And we got the jaw that is skinking up this way and converging up there. Man, that is slick. You can't even conceive what's happening here. It's so beyond you. Look at your little eyes. Their eyes are darting around. You don't even understand which way is up and down. This artist is next level. I've never met this artist before. Look at these hands, though. God, that's creamy. I like to call it creamy. We learned everything that we can from those artists. Let's keep on trucking to storyboard. I want you to take a look at this piece of art. What I'm about to say is completely bananas, all right? This is what's called a storyboard, a rough version of what happens before the film. And I'm just going to straight up go ahead and say it. It's not that good. It's blobby. Okay, you've got, what is this, yellow sticking outside of the... What is all this? Why is it so mushy? And why are they upside down? Nobody sits like that. That's kind of weird, right? Look what it is. This final image was created from something like this rough version. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Try out storyboarding. I dare you. It's to take what you have in your mind, the image of your story, your big ideas, and putting it into rough form with music and atmosphere and everything. Storyboarding is such a beautiful thing. You all know who it is already. It's Winton, amazing storyboard artist. Let's see what he got. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Really rough. Oh man, that is sick. That was really cool. I mean, it's all right. You know, I'm not too impressed, but you know, it'll do. Billy Bob Martinez, let's see what you got. Let's see your storyboards. God, the movement in this is very slick. I like it. It's first person too. Spider Dinkle goes into first person here. I really like that concept. What is that? That's Google Earth. You took Google Earth and you storyboarded over it. That's what I'm talking about. Draw over 3D backgrounds. Take 3D Earth. Draw over that stuff. Why are you art students always trying to be so artsy and painting out your backgrounds and making it all pretty and stuff? Just get your idea across. Get your story across, baby. Come on. I like that part in the movie. That was cute. Nice. Pretty slick. Very, very simple drawing. Why are you thinking you gotta be so complicated in your drawings, huh? I'm just gonna sit you down in a little chair, I'm gonna strap you in, I'm gonna duct tape your eyes open, and now you're gonna watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab a little feather, and then you're gonna enjoy it. This is called a straight line. Boom, boom, straight line on the back of the leg, straight line on the front of the leg. What do we got here? We got a baby little curve. What do we got here? A baby little curve. That's what done did just happen right there. What's happening on the foot here? Oh, Ethan, it's a different thing that's happening on the foot. Hush. Hush that. And now you need to open up your brain. Wow. Curve. Well, I mean, not a curve, you know, necessarily. I'd call it more of like a lazy angle. But that's just what happened right there. Did you see that? That was crazy. What about this sucker? Wow, straight line. You thought you had to do so much to make art, huh? You thought you had to do so much to make a cool pose, didn't you? Didn't you think that? You little silly pickle. Okay, there's a curve, there's a straight right here, a straight on a straight, as I would like to say it. But the thing that we need to take in consideration here is the taper. Just like we learned from that other artist, look at that slicky dicky taper. Very slick, very smooth. Another little curve right there. I go so far to say that this is a thigh curve back here, and we could have simplified this into a straight that way. And looky what we got back here. Looky, okie dokie. We got another one. Boom, right there. Look at the shin. It's the shin. It's repeating the shin. Why are you gonna go in here and draw as a new little art baby? Why are you gonna make the shin like that? And then the back of the leg like that? What are you doing? You already did that right here. Straight shin, and then boom, curve on the back. It's easy. This is baby food. This is baby food, bro. Look at this. Look at this cat. That's awesome. Oh, right in the face, right in the geezer. Man, Billy Bob Martinez hitting it out of the park again. This is craziness. Okay, so this is the final version of the film-ish, and then here's the storyboard. Let's see what's crapping in here. No, don't take it out of the box. You idiot. You idiot. Awesome stuff, dude. Sick art. Douglas. Let's take a look at Douglas. Douglas, I know Douglas. Great animator. Let's see what you got. What'd you do? Oh, that's cool. Smooth art. Look at the smoothness of this art. Let's take a look at Ian's work. Ian did some work on Project City too. Go check out his stuff. Oh, this is sick. Look at these comps, man. Wow. Look how blobby. Look at how blobby everything is, but it moves. It keeps on trucking. That's what I like. Look how slicky dicky this is. I love this. I love the comp. Very centered. Let's take this still shot. Let's see what we can learn from this. Illustrators can learn from this stuff too. So what I'd seen illustrators do and newbie artists is like if they're trying to draw this pose, they might try to draw something like this where they got this and the arm comes down here. Whoa, so dynamic, right? That's really cool. The pose is very clear, and yeah, guess what? It's flat. It's as flat as a pancake. See how dynamic that joke was? Let's see what's actually happening here. This is why this sucker feels like it's actually dynamic, and this is the way that this artist continually draws in each of these poses. You've got different layers. You got the medium layer, and then you've got the background layer, and that overlaps right there. Very simple, very dinklage, and then you've got the front layer right here. Think of it like hair. You know how you have hair layers? Just like that, honestly. And then that's where the overlap is. That's where the overlap is. Then we just cut those suckers out. Even the little fingies right here, that's on a layer in front of everything else. And as soon as you can start thinking of everything on these type of layers, your life's gonna be a lot easier. You're gonna start getting your hair did. You're gonna start doing a lot of different things. Talking to the people that you have a crush on. Everything. Man, look at these layers. That's creating this depth. I want you to do something for me. I wanted you to take storyboards and get them out of your brain. Quit thinking about that crap. Now we're gonna start looking at the art that you've never seen. That is the production art. All of the art that makes all of the art really full of art. Zach Rutz, amazing dude, amazing artiste. Let's see what he's got to offer. This is crazy. Look at this sucker. Look at this stuff. This is crazy. Absolutely insane. Great shots, really cool color dynamics in here. You can't get this from playing sports, people. If you sit around playing sports, going to bars or whatever, you can't get this kind of stuff from doing that. This is an OG. I want to spread a little bit of love to Tony here because let's take a look at what Tony Dunn did across the Spider-Verse. These are 3D sets, people. Look at this stuff. It's so sick. All right, this stuff has to be made by somebody. And Tony did it. And it looks really, really good. I almost kind of wanted to get into doing something like this because I think it's just so cool. Making your little models, making worlds. It's amazing sets. I really like this stuff. Holy smoking cow. This stuff has to be made by somebody. And it's Tony. Tony's the one. Patrick O'Keefe, everybody. Now this stuff's about to get litty. Alright, so grab onto your hat and then throw it off of your head because it looks stupid. It's probably a stupid hat. Patrick ain't messing around, son. Very, very simple. but the colors are very much kind of based in realism with some poppiness. You know, you get a pop of a color kind of popping out there, popping out at you. And it's just tasteful. You know, he's not tasteless. It's very, very much tasteful. Artsy, if you will. Let me just show you what's actually happening here. I'm going to get you a little bit of lernt, a little bit of turnt. I'm going to uncover some industry secrets that you're never going to unsee for the rest of your life. And you're going to probably pass it down to all your little kids and everybody else. So what's actually happening here is Patrick, this is what good artists do, okay? I don't want you to be a bad artist. I want you to be a good artist. These artists create iconic shapes. And that's all you got to do really, is you're creating these iconic silhouette logo designs. All right, let's think of them as logo designs. And they're all solid colors. It looks like there's so many colors and so many different variations happening in here, right? Wrong. Get it out of your brain. Stop thinking that you're so smart all the time. You don't know anything. You didn't even know anything before clicking on this video, and now look at you. So he's creating these iconic, okay, this is an old school Rob Rupel dink right here that's going on, right? Go look up at Rob Rupel. But what's going on here? I mean, Simon Stellenhog does this too. Go look at Simon Stellenhog. This is just an old school dope technique, and you just keep it simple, right? You got the 1-2 buckle my shoe going on in that tree. Really simple. And you think, oh, okay, well, you just got lucky, right? It's just that tree, right? Well, no. Guess what? All right, I want you to take 1 second and just think about what you just said to me. And then I want you to see what I'm doing right here. We got this tree right here. I'm going to put that color, and then I'm going to take this value, and that's what it is. You got the 1-2 buckle my shoe and the tree leaves. And you say, oh, well, there's a bunch of little variations and stuff in color in that tree, right? Yeah, okay, all right. If you want to be a little smart butt, Mr. and Mrs. Smarty butt, then guess what? We've got brushes for that, okay? Go look up all these kind of brushes online. Let me just give you an example right here. This brush fluctuates the hue and the color variation, yada yada. So it creates all these different fluctuations within that. You can see all these colors changing, right? Okay, so don't make it so complicated. You don't have to go in here and paint every single little color change. All right, don't get overwhelmed by it and quit being so whiny. Why are you doing this to me? Stop it. Man, look at this stuff from Patrick. It's so tasty. Quit moving. Quit jumping around. Stop that. Look how tasty this is. That tickles my little gizzard. I love it, dude. You're killing it, man. Look, I think this is one of Patrick's classes. Go check this sucker out. Learn from the best. I don't care where you learn. From any school, as long as you're learning from an industry professional, that's what we're talking about, baby. That's what we want. Henry Wong, okay? This artist I've been following ever since he was a little tiny baby. And he is so good now. It blows my sock off every single time. Look at this stuff, all right? Learn from the best. Please, would you go and look at their art? Oh, his stuff is so iconic too. If you go and break down his older work, it's really, really simple and made very iconic. Iconic in the design. Man, it's juicy too. He's got colors that vibrate inside each other. It's tasty. My only issue is, where are these lines going? Why is the cables on the bridge going into a different perspective? What's the perspective grid's down here? Bro, you put the perspective grid right here. That's where the horizon line is. That's where the vanishing point is. Where are these cables going? Who taught you? What are you doing? For all the students that are wondering, that's called an art joke. This is not where the perspective line goes, the vanishing point. That's not, it follows, it's an art joke. All right? Come on, it's funny. I know what I'm talking about here. Matt Jones back with the storyboards, baby. Let's see what you got. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Look how simple these are. Really, really cool, clean, fun. Let's keep it fun. Let's keep it fun and family friendly. Matt's back with the storyboard stills. Look at this. This is slick. You know what's crazy? Is illustrators are always crying. Illustration, blah, 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 whine. You know how many panels we have to do in storyboards? Go try it out. Do it for a week. Do it for a day. I dare you. If you do, you're going to learn a lot faster. And then everybody's going to be happier. You'll be happier too. You won't complain as much. Like this illustrator. This illustrator is crazy out the water. Blew my sock off. Oh wait, this is spiderverse art. Look at this stuff. This is so flippin' good. The line quality. Like, I'm not as impressed. The storytelling in every single one of these, the colors. This is called art. That is called art, people. Look at the hands. That just makes me sick to my stomach. It's like, why? Why is it so good? This is one of my favorite artists right here. I'm not gonna go into their work because I want to show them in a different video. But look at this stuff. I love this artist, and that's all I'm gonna say. What I'm about to say is crazy, but Jake, is a really good artist. And it's crazy, but I don't really care who hears it. I'll shout it from the rooftop. Man, this stuff is so slick. Look at the freedom. Look at the freedom in these paintings, and also the cleanliness. This stuff is crazy slick. I love it. So slick, it makes me want to pop a little squat. Man, look at that. That's clean. All right. Okay, this is what we call a marker artist. All right, and it's translating. I don't think this is marker. Can y'all tell me in the chat if you think this is a marker or if this is digital, right? It's just the way that this artist paints is very much of a traditional, like a 1, 2, 3 marker, you know? You've got this first layer of white over here perhaps, and then you've got the second layer of this gray, and then you've got this black on top. And that's a traditional. They call that a traditional artist. But I think it is digital because look at this brush stroke right here. Pay attention there. It looks like it's a square on one end and a square on the next, right? Kind of like that. I think it's digital, but it's really slick though. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and then we'll take that and we'll put it on your mama's gravestone. This is really cool. Jesus. This guy is crazy good. Look at this. Oh man, it's so good. This is also like a traditional, right? Man, these are clean. These are clean. I love the colors. Uh-oh, what's happening here? Something's happening. A little art mistake? This is what we call an art mistake in the artist industry. This is where the artist will paint outside of the line. Not on purpose. That wasn't on purpose, and it's kind of embarrassing. Oh, doing it here, right there. Little bit right there. Whoa, there's a big one right there. All right, that one's popping way out too much. How is this getting past production? Who's looking over these? Who's to blame? They need to get fired. That's crazy. These are all art jokes, people, all right? Get with the program. Catch up a little bit, all right? Put yourself inside my shoes and then think about what it means to be a really, really smart thinker. For once in your life, think about it, what it would feel like if you just thought about things and you were really smart about it. Mike McCain, baby, let's see what you got. No way. No way, Jose. Okay, so this is another thing that I want to get you learned and a little bit turned about, and we're going to kind of take a look at what's happening here, and then your life's going to be a little bit better after this. But look at this. That's interesting. What are you doing here? Are you painting these for 3D artists? Or are you painting these to use inside your own paintings? You know, to skew them perhaps. That's a really cool thing to do. Who knows what you're doing? Who knows what's going on in that little art noggin, Mike? What's going on in that art noggin, Mike? Golly, you're crazy. Look at all this. Okay, so what's happening right here? Everybody knows this, right? It's called an R. And what the interesting thing they do on Spiderverse is instead of blurring an image to then find the focus, let's say Miles is running through here something, we're going to focus on this and we're going to blur everything around it. As opposed to doing that, we're going to split the red, green, and blues in areas that we want to lose focus. So perhaps here, perhaps in the background. So that's a really cool thing that you already probably knew because you're an artist, right? Wendell, why are you like this? Why are you doing this to me? Excuse me. Why is this so good? Oh, you know what I'm talking about with the RGB split? Look, you can see it on the edges right here. I don't know why, but it's just like, that's art. Whenever I see that, it's like, golly, that is something else. Oh, I want to see that one. Let's zoom in. I like zooming in. Golly. That's what I like right there. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That's what I like. That's what I like too. You just keep on popping these out. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. I've been living inside the secret. I've been not sharing this artist that I've really loved for a long time, and now I'm gonna share it. Silverminder. Silverminder is one of the greatest line artists I've ever seen in my life because of the line quality. And I'm not talking about like thick and thin, okay? Get out of here with you thinking that you understand what is going on inside my brain. This is next level rhythm here, baby. Let's see what's going on here. And whenever I think of line rhythm, I go to Shiyun Kim and I go to Silverminder because this is what we call a flow. In the artist industry, I've been in the artist industry for 2+ years now. It's crazy, but the flow in here is unmatched. It's like almost like a god or, you know, some kind of like a mystical thing. Look at that. See how mine's all boxy? You feel how mine's all boxy and like I'm thinking too hard about it? This is what's called a flow. It's like a muscle memory. I can't even do it. Look at my lines. Boom, it's smooth like that. That's how you do that with like a basketball. You're in the flow, you know? It's smooth like that. And I'm not just talking about just the muscles in that one area. No. I'm talking about this. Boom, moving down into the arm here. Boom, right up to the back of the spine. And then this chest right here. Boom, swooping in like, God, what is that, candy? Can I have a taste? If it is candy, thank you. Craziness. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the stills Silvermender did. Storyboard shots. You know, not the cleanest stuff in the world, but it gets the story across, right? And that's what we like. That's what we like it. How? Yuki, I believe, next level. Let's see what we got crapping in over here. That's craziness. I'm not even gonna like try to break this down because I can't even understand what's going on. You make me feel so stupid. You make me feel so stupid right now. What is that, Red X? Okay, well here, I'll show you a little something that you might not have noticed about the FedEx. All right, and this is what we call in the artist industry tricky logo design that tricks you into buying stuff or doing whatever they want you to do. So watch out, because the devil can be inside of it. What's happening here, and I'm sure you already know this because it's more of a design thing, right? What's happening here is you've got a big old fat arrow. That's crazy. You've already seen that though, I bet. So I don't really know if that's what you were intending to maybe make a skewed arrow or something like that. Nice. Caitlin's coming at us with the new storyboard still. Look at this sucker. This is all you gotta do. It's crazy to me. It still blows my sock off that this can result in something like this. You know, something so simple. I'm not calling you simple. I'm just saying that you've executed it in a simple way. I love it. Oh, I'm gonna follow you. I'll follow you. I'm gonna follow you home. I'm gonna follow you down the street at Walmart. I actually already did. Tiffany coming in with the painting. Holy smokes. Why that smoke so holy goodness gracious. Okay, look at that reference. What are you doing if you're painting stuff without even thinking about it? Hello, referencing something. What are you even thinking about? Probably nothing at that point. So get your reference. Tiffany knows. Come on, Tiffany. Lauren, another storyboard artist. Why are you doing this? Oh, baby. That's what I like. That's what we call a stretch and a pinch. You know what I'm saying? You get that stretch and a pinch. I like those abs. I'm trying to get me a pack just like that. That's like goals. Hashtag goals. Anyway, look at all this art that you do, Lauren. Look at these sick poses. I really like this. That's really impressive. I'm following you. I'm not going to stalk you as hard, you know. I'll just kind of do a loose follow if it's convenient for me. And that's nothing against you. It's just like I got a lot of things to do sometimes, you know. Kellen, let's see what you got. Okay. Yet again, another sock blower offer. This is insane. I can't even think straight looking at some of this stuff. It's so good. This is one of my favorites. I love this. Look at the little lazy curves on the top of this thing. What a clean little dinkle. This little thing, like, what is this? A little egg sack in the front. Wow, this is crazy good. Is this traditional? Look, it looks like watercolor in there. Oh no, that's so cool. That's so cool. Darn it. Darn it. Why is that so cool? Your designs have such a geometry to them. Very geometric. Dang, that's clean. Wow, why is that so cool to look at with my eyes? What are you doing to me? This is where we're ending it. It's done. For homework, I got a little homework for you to do. On Wednesday, every single Wednesday at 6:30, I teach on the story sprint on Project City. I teach art. Okay, let's get real. The homework for this week is what I want you to turn in, and I'll draw over it. I want you to do 3 head breakdowns. 1, 2, 3, buckle my shoe. You're gonna take one character from the Spider-Verse film, and I want you to break down 3 of their poses from the same character, right? You've got maybe a profile view, and then you've got a 3/4 view of them looking down, like so. And then maybe another one is of them kind of looking up this way. And I'll draw over those, and you know, I want to compare and contrast what you were studying versus what you drew. That's what we're going to be looking over on Wednesday. And I'll see you there, you little slippery snake. Donk!